Welcome back to our British YouTube channel. Today's class will learn how to make this stylish sleeve that we are seeing here. It's a very simple tutorial and it's beginner friendly. If this is something you like to learn, kindly stay tuned to the end of this tutorial. Thank you. Okay, so for this sleeve, you can use ashoke or any fabric of your choice, but if your fabric is not so strong, because I'm using a doll face fabric like this, I'm going to be adding just a gum stay because I don't want it too stiff as well. So I'm just going to be adding a gum stay on the lining. Probably you can also add on the lining and the main fabric to strengthen your fabric. So the first thing you need is the round armhole I'm working with is 16 inches. So to get the radius, because this is going to be a flare, to get the radius of my flare, I'm going to divide the 16 inches by 3.14. That's a constant for a half circle flare. So to fold this now, I'm going to fold my fabric into two first. Okay, and then the length, you're going to use the length to fold it as well. So the length that I want for this flare is going to be around 8 inches. So I'm going to make it 9 inches because I will need to hem it inside. Okay, to sew the lining and the main fabric. So what I'm going to do now is to divide the 3 points. If I divide the 3 points, the 16 by 3.14, I'm going to be having, I think, around 5 inches or thereabout. So this 5 inches now, I'm going to add my 9 inches length to it, and that's going to give me about 14 inches. So I'm going to need 14 inches to fold my fabric. So you just take your fabric like this. Once you have your 14 inches, you fold it into two. Okay, so after folding into two, you're going to fold it in form of a triangle again. Okay, so you just take the tip like this and then fold in form of a triangle. This is a half circle flare. So for this sleeve, I think I prefer working with a half circle flare, because if you work with a full circle flare, it's going to be really big and voluminous, and I don't want that. So that's why I prefer to work with a half circle flare. So I'm going to arrange it well now and then fold it in a triangular form like this. So once it is folded, I'm going to mark the 14 inches all round from the apex here, which is the starting point. I'll mark my 14 inches all round and then I'll cut it out. Then after cutting it, I'm going to remove my radius, which is 5 inches. Okay, so now I have my 14 inches. I'll come with my scissors and then I'll cut this out. So now from the tip again, I'm going to mark 5 inches all round, and that is going to be my radius. So when you are measuring your armhole, this sleeve kinds of overlap on the upper part, so you need to include that overlap allowance as well, so that you're not going to have any shortage. Okay, so now after cutting it out, this is what I have. The next thing I'm going to do now is to shape the edge. You can see that this edge, this open part, is still straight. So now I'm going to use my free hand now from this upper part. I'm going to connect it to form like a circle, and then I'll make sure that it blends with the circle that I already have here. So you can start from the lower part and then you connect like this to blend in with your circle. Then I'm going to bring in my scissors as well, and then I'll shape this out. Okay, so after shaping it out, this is what it looks like. Okay, so like I said, I'm working with a half circle flare because I don't want mine to be too big. If you want yours to be big, you can make your full circle flare. So if you are making a full circle flare, you can see that this is a half circle. A full circle is going to be a complete 0. So if you are working with a full circle flare, then you will need to divide your armhole measurement by 6.28, not 3.14. So now this, I'm going to use it to cut out my lining. So I'll just place it on the fabric and cut out exactly what I have here again. Okay, so I've gone ahead to add my interfacing, and like I said, I'm just adding on the lining for the purpose of this tutorial. So now this is my main fabric. What I'm going to do is to place my main fabric against my lining, and then I'm going to go ahead and sew it on the lower part so that I can hem it neatly. Then I'm going to turn it and iron. Okay, so I have sewn it all around now, so I'm going to turn it to the right side, and then I'll go ahead and iron. So after turning it to the right side, this upper part, you can just serge it to make it neat, this upper part. So this is what I have. I'll take it to the ironing table and iron it flat. Okay, so it is ironed now, and you can see how flat it is looking. So I'm going to go ahead and style this on the mannequin, but if you don't have a mannequin, what you just need to do now is just to fold the tip here. You fold it like this. You just tilt it on the tip to expose this part, and then you're going to sew this around your armhole, and then this other hand you're just going to bring it over like this. Okay, but we're going to understand this better. So this open part now, I'm going to just attach a trimming to it. So I'll go over to the mannequin now to explain this better for us. Okay, so like I was explaining earlier, this radius part is where you're going to sew around your armhole. So this is what you need to do. You just make sure that after sewing it, this open part here, you're going to flip it like this. Okay, you're going to tilt it to expose this part. That is why you need a lining. You need this part to also be as clean as possible. So this part is going to be sewn like this. So you can see that after tilting it like this, it is exposing this part for me. So this is what I have. So this other side here, I'm going to sew it around now and then bring it over this part. Okay, so now depending on what you want, you can leave it like this, but if you want it to overlap very well, you can just bring it like this so that you can trim off the excess that you have here. So this way it's just going to overlap on the one you have here. So after doing this, now all you just need to do on this open part, you just get a nice trimming, and then you place it on this exposed part, and this is what it's going to look like. You can see the back, you can see the underneath area, and this is what the front looks like. So like I said, you can see how moderate this flare is looking. That's because I don't want it too bogus, but if you want yours really voluminous and big, then all you just need to do is to work with a full circle flare. This is just a half circle flare, and this is what is giving me. So I'm just going to pin this now, and then I'm going to pin a trimming to this as well so that we can see what it looks like. Okay, so I have pinned it down and attached this trimming. So this is what it looks like. So you just need to sew this round part to your armhole. So you can do this on the table as well, but I just want us to have a true picture of this. That was why I decided to drip it on the mannequin like this. So all this round part is what you sew to your armhole. So after dripping it like this, you can just hold it with a pin, bring it out, and then sew it down before you sew this to your armhole. Then there is a basic sleeve underneath it that just comes out like that. So you just need to sew your basic sleeve as well to the armhole of your bodies. So this is what this beautiful sleeve looks like. I hope you enjoyed making this tutorial with me. If you enjoyed it, let us know in the comment section. Like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.